Jan is a resident of Mountain Architecture Design Group in Steamboat, and he will discuss Energy Star for residential, including the Horizon Specialized Services, Soda Creek Apartments, and Old Town Steamboat. Jan and colleague Chancie Keenan designed this energy-efficient building that captured U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development requirements.
Thank you for the obligatory clap there. My name is Jan Kaminski. Something that I really like that Lee said was, the simpler it is, the more efficient it can be. And that's obviously true with this case study of Horizon Specialized Services that we ran the Energy Star program. This is a great description of the Energy Star program. Each Energy Star certified home is independently verified to be at least 15% more energy efficient than a home built to the 2009 International Energy Conservation Code, and includes additional measures that deliver a total energy efficiency improvement of 20 to 30% compared to a typical new home. And the way that we look at it is it's a basic tool for lower utility bills in a comfortable and durable home. It's the keystone that we use for any green building program. Next slide, please. Energy Star has 5 principles. They talk about the thermal enclosure, water management, heating and cooling, lighting and appliances, and of course there's independent testing and verification that we did through 2 lower door tests. The things that we attacked are the things that we know that work in Rock County. It's the thermal enclosure, and we went for high quality insulation installation, high performance windows and doors, tightly sealed home, and reduced thermal bridging in the walls. As far as water management is concerned, it's water managed roof, walls, foundation, site, and building materials. And as far as heating and cooling is concerned, the system selection is really important, and making sure that you have an appropriately sized equipment is also very important. Is that for me? Okay. Next slide, please. This is the Horizon Soda Creek Apartments. It was funded by the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development and the Colorado Division of Housing. It was about a $1.5 million project, which provides 8 one-bedroom apartments of 540 square feet, each for the developmentally disabled adults that are in town. It was required to meet the U.S. EPA Energy Star version 3, but the big question is, would I have done that anyway? You know, and much like Megan and Scott, I am a facts person. And when we started off with the Energy Star program, and we started doing the HERS rating, I was not believing the numbers. But after a year, we found out that that came to be true. The way that we look at it architecturally is it's a contemporary interpretation of the historic style and scale of Steamboat's Old Town neighbors. And it was originally designed so that there was 2 residential faces, much like smaller scale. And what that did for us is it created a courtyard. And that courtyard has provided us with some energy efficiencies plus cross ventilation. Next slide, please. So some of the features that we have in the Horizon Soda Creek Apartments is we have a HERS of between 55 to 64 per unit. We did each unit individually, and some of them are higher because they have more exterior walls. Some of them are lower because they have less exterior walls. Our heating was a radiant floor hot water heat, which we know that works very well. It's comfortable, it's durable, it takes advantage of the thermal mass, and it's a very efficient system if you have the right size boiler. our cooling is done by cross ventilation at each individual apartment. And when I was talking about that U-shaped plan, that U-shaped plan provides us with apartments that are situated like this so that we can get cross ventilation through all of them to the courtyard. The biggest feature that we have in this building was our hybrid wall system. We think that that is probably the largest contributor to the energy efficiency in this building. It's approximately 35% greater than the energy code, and it consists of a rain screen which provides us with water management, an exterior layer of expanded polystyrene which gives us insulation and takes care of that thermal bridging that Lee was talking about that will be in some of the next codes. We use a closed cell polyurethane foam insulation for the first 2 inches of the exterior, and that provided us not only with superior insulation, but it also provided us with air tightness because it adheres to all the exterior materials, the studs. We took it up into the blocking for our floor systems, and it closed all those up. And it really eliminated the need to go around and caulk all those little seams that you have along the base and up in there. And then in addition to that, we used the fiberglass floating bath insulation for the last 3.5 inches, and that gave us an approximate value of R30. We use high efficiency vinyl windows, and it's really amazing when I first looked at metal clad wood windows versus vinyl. The vinyl has had a higher R value than many of the windows that we normally use. We use high efficiency lighting, which is LED and compact fluorescent. We had high efficiency water usage plumbing fixtures, which reduced our water and our water heating load. And then we used all high efficiency appliances. We have all electric appliances, and the thing that you have to remember is there is a refrigerator, a dishwasher, a range and an oven, and a washer and dryer in every unit. We have 8 units. That means we have 8 units and we have a common community room. And so that means that we have 9 refrigerators, 9 washers and dryers, 9 ranges, 9 refrigerators, all packed into 5,480 square feet. We have a constant low volume ventilation that we did for air quality, and something that Lee was talking about is sometimes we make this stuff up. And the thing that we considered is that there was still going to be a certain amount of air infiltration through doors, through windows, possibly through walls around doors, around windows. So what we did was we installed a constant flow, and I believe it was something like a 15 CFM bathroom exhaust fan. So there's always a constant negative pressure in these units. So it's always drawing in whatever available air infiltration to be able to ventilate these units out. They're so small that we had considered a whole house fan, a central whole house fan, but we eliminated that by trying this low volume bathroom exhaust fan. It seems to be working. The other thing that we have is we prepared for future solar panels, and in the Energy Star ratings they have a 1-star through 5-star, and we were a 5-star plus for this building. So I got the energy bills if we were looking for facts. The thing that amazed me is it met the HERS prediction. As a matter of fact, it actually beat the HERS prediction. And we have 8 apartments. We have a community room and I have a common area. They're all about 540 square feet. So what I did is I took the utility bills, added them up for a year, divided them by 12, and then divided them by 10. What it came down to is the hot water usage. We estimated that at $6 a month per apartment. And so that includes dishwasher, washer and dryer, and bathroom. I got that from the gas number because we have a gas fired boiler with a sidearm on it. And that interpolation came from June, July, and August. June, July, August, and September, the average was about $60. So I figured in those months there was no heating load. So $60 divided by times 12 divided by 10, whatever I said, it came out to $6 per month per apartment. The thing that was really amazing is the electric usage. We estimate that at about $19.50 per month per apartment, and that was a little peculiar, you know, because all we really have is lighting and appliances. And when I think about it, we have an exterior lit building that is lit full-time while it's dark outside for security reasons for the developmentally disabled adults. So I think that that's what's driving the electric bill is the exterior lighting. The heating usage, we estimate that came out to $9 per month per apartment. And that is due to the over-insulation and the care that we took as far as air infiltration is concerned. So the total energy bill per month per apartment is $34.50 on a 540 square foot apartment, which is very similar to what Scott and Megan came up with. You were $300.
We're $200 a year, but that's for gas.
$200 a year, yeah. But developmentally disabled adults like their house at 76 degrees constantly. As a matter of fact, there's a lock on the thermostat. so anyway, I was just amazed. I was amazed that it met the HERS, that the HERS calculated out, it met the HERS requirements. We came up with not only an energy-conscious solution for Horizon Specialized Services, but it's also a socially conscious solution that we came up with. In conclusion, you know, Energy Star system proves to be consistent with their predictions. That we proved, and it's simple to use based upon time-tested, locally used systems. And what I'm talking about there is when you look at what we did, I don't think we did anything special that we don't do. We just took it to a greater length. And when you look at Energy Star and utilize it for time-tested systems like hot water, radiant baseboard heat, a sidearm, over-insulation, those are things that don't cost that much money, that if they're taken one step further, then they get you started on your green building program. That's all I got. Thanks.